We've all felt it, haven't we? That
Yeah.
moment you're facing just this mountain of information, maybe articles, research, or even your own notes, and
Yeah.
you just wish someone would, you know, cut through it all.
Oh, absolutely. Just give me the key stuff.
Exactly. Hand you the golden nuggets. And that's really what we aim to do here on the Deep Dive.
Mm-hmm.
So today, we're diving deep into financial literacy and empowerment. And this isn't about, like, complex Wall Street stuff.
No, not at all.
It's for you, maybe navigating your personal finances,
Mm-hmm.
perhaps trying to understand government assistance, and really importantly, building a path toward lasting wealth.
Yeah, and that foundation.
We've pulled together insights from places like Seedlyng Financial Education, some expert interviews, practical guides, all to give you a clearer roadmap.
Sounds great.
Our mission today, it's to unpack not just what financial literacy means, but really why it's such a non-negotiable life skill
Crucial.
and how you can start building your own blueprint,
Uh-huh.
your own path to financial freedom, no matter where you're starting from. Okay, so let's unpack this. It's quite striking, actually. Despite how vital it is, financial literacy is still a huge challenge, especially, it seems, for younger generations.
Yeah, the data really bears that out, doesn't it?
It does. We're going to look at some statistics that really underscore this point.
Okay.
So take a 2023 Empower survey. It found the top 3 financial lessons Gen Z learns by age 19 are, well, the importance of an emergency fund,
Right. Essential.
budgeting and tracking expenses, and avoiding too much debt.
The basics, learn the hard way often.
That's the thing. It seems these critical lessons are often learned through kind of tuck experience, not really proactive education.
Yeah, and it gets even more concerning, right?
It does. A December 2023 Spark Institute survey, it showed that in the U.S., only 18% of high schoolers
18%.
and 26% of college students rated their own financial literacy as somewhat high or very high.
Wow, that's low.
It is. But here's what's really concerning, I think. It's this confidence-knowledge gap.
Yes, I know what you mean.
A huge number, 46% of high schoolers, 55% of college students, they felt they knew enough to reach their financial goals.
Despite rating their actual knowledge so low.
Exactly, despite that low self-assessment. And this isn't just, about feeling good. The implications are massive.
Huge.
People with lower financial literacy are, and I'm quoting here, more likely to face higher overall debt, unfavorable mortgages, and large credit card balances.
Which can snowball, right? Not just for the individual, but...
Precisely. It's not just a personal struggle. We saw with the 2008 recession how this can cascade into major economic problems for everyone.
What's truly illuminating there, I think, is that disconnect, that gap between feeling capable and actually having the understanding you need.
Right.
It's not enough to feel ready if you lack that foundation. And it makes you ask, well, if students feel confident but don't have the knowledge, where does the real education need to start? How do we bridge that gap?
That observation about the confidence gap is just spot on.
Yeah.
And it leads us right to people who aren't just pointing out the problem, but are actually building solutions, like Derrick Wesley.
Okay.
He's the founder of IMAR Learning Solutions and Seedlyng Financial Education. And what's really inspiring, I think, is that he's also a 6th grade reading teacher.
Oh, wow. So he's right there on the front lines.
Exactly. Deeply connected to the students he wants to help and his journey into this whole area. It's incredibly personal.
Really? How so?
Well, he talks openly about making his words, boo-boo in college. He accumulated too many credit cards, got into a lot of debt, beyond student loans.
Oh, okay. A common story, unfortunately.
Very common.
Yeah.
And that personal struggle, it took him 2 years after graduating to sort it out, became this powerful motivator for him.
I can imagine.
His decision to really buckle down and paid off all of his credit card debt came directly from a very clear goal he had.
Which was?
His dream to buy a house eventually.
Yeah.
That goal focused him.
Having that why makes a huge difference.
Totally. And interestingly, his passion for personal finance really got sparked while teaching an elective class, AVID.
Yeah, college readiness program.
Right. He was teaching it to economically disadvantaged students and noticed something.
What was that?
The kids loved the lessons on financial literacy. Just ate them up.
Huh. That's fascinating. So they were hungry for it.
Exactly. That enthusiasm directly led him to create the Plan IT app. It's like a mobile financial literacy teacher, personalized curriculum, budgeting, tracking expenses.
That's brilliant, using tech to meet them where they are.
Precisely. And if he could teach a kid just one money habit, he emphasizes to save and invest, and after you have done that, then save and invest some more.
The core principle, emergency fund and then growth.
Yes, highlighting that need for savings, but also for making your money work for you. His whole journey, from personal debt to creating these tools, it just perfectly embodies that idea that an investment in knowledge pays the best interest.
That's a great quote. Is it his?
He attributes it to Albert Einstein,
Yeah.
actually.
Okay. Well, it's incredibly fitting. And Derrick's story, it really underscores the power of understanding these fundamental financial ideas. And one of those, maybe the cornerstone of building wealth, is compound interest.
Right. The eighth wonder of the world, some call it.
Exactly. And for good reason. We're basically talking about interest earning interest. It's the engine, really, that lets your money make more money for you.
All by itself, almost.
Pretty much. Thanks to time and consistent growth. You don't even have to add another penny, technically, for it to work.
Can you give us an example? Like, how does that actually look?
Sure. Let's make it simple. Say someone starts saving just $1,000. Modest rate, maybe 5% compounded annually.
Right.
In 20 years, that $1,000 could grow to roughly $2,653.
Wow, so more than double without adding anything else.
Exactly. Now, what if you do add consistently? Say just $100 a month, maybe at a 6% interest rate. Keep that up for 30 years.
Okay, $100 a month for 30 years.
You could end up with around $115,000.
Get out from just $100 a month.
That's the power. The exponential impact of time and consistent, even small contributions. It's not just about earning more, it's about understanding how the money you have or can save can just amplify itself over time.
It really makes you wonder, are we teaching this enough, this fundamental growth engine?
That's the critical question. Are we equipping people, especially young people, with this crucial life skill?
And the sooner you start, the bigger the payoff, right? Which is exactly why getting this concept really does empower people, students, anyone, to make informed choices. It leads towards independence.
It's a huge motivator for planning early.
Absolutely. And building on that idea of empowerment, let's talk more about Seedlyng Financial Education. They have this really crucial philosophy, especially for families who might be navigating government assistance.
Okay.
Their From Welfare to Wealth workbook. It's designed to help families shift their perspective, to see programs like SNP, Medicaid, Section 8, not just as safety nets, which they are.
Important safety nets.
Yes, vital. But to also see how they can be used to build springboards towards lasting wealth.
Shifting from survival to building. I like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And a huge part of that is understanding something called the benefit cliff.
Ah, yes. This is a really tough one for people.
It really is. It's that sudden drop in support when your income goes up just a little bit. And the crazy thing is, it can actually leave you worse off financially.
It penalizes progress, essentially.
It can seem that way. The workbook gives a really stark example. Imagine getting a $300 raise. Good news, right?
Should be.
But that raise might cause you to lose $1,100 in benefits, like housing support or SNAP.
Ouch. So you're actually behind, even with the raise.
Exactly.
Wow.
And you can see why someone might hesitate to take that raise. It's not laziness, Seedlyng points out. It's often smart self-preservation in a broken system.
That's a really important distinction. It's systemic.
Right. But the key insight they offer is that understanding the cliff lets you make strategic moves, not just emotional ones.
So knowledge is power, even here.
Yes. They even have a practical tool, a cliff chart walkthrough activity, to help people actually map this out for themselves.
That's practical. It highlights that systemic issue impacting real families. And understanding those nuances, like Seedlyng emphasizes, is way more effective than just, guessing or hoping for the best.
Right.
It flips the script from feeling trapped to feeling like you have some agency.
Totally. And it's not just about the numbers. Seedlyng also goes deep into the psychology of it all, what they call your money mindset.
Ah, the mindset piece. Crucial.
It really is. It's about consciously shifting your focus, maybe from shame or blame to curiosity and opportunity.
Yes. And tackling those limiting beliefs.
Exactly. Identifying and replacing things like, oh, I'm just bad with money, with more constructive truths.
Okay, so mindset is step one. Then how do you translate that into action, day to day?
Well, that's where a real-life budget comes in. And they frame it not as this, restrictive punishment.
Which is how many people see it.
Right. But as your family's blueprint. It tells your money where to go instead of wondering where it went.
I like that framing. Proactive, not reactive.
And Seedlyng gets that budgeting isn't just numbers, it's about behavior. So they use really innovative, often hands-on methods.
Like what?
Like the family budget jar game. Help families practice the 50-30-20 rule. 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% future.
Okay, making it tangible, visual.
Exactly. And they also champion the classic envelopes system.
Ah, the cash envelopes. Old school, but effective.
Very. The insight here is how these physical, tangible methods give you immediate feedback. They make abstract concepts concrete and help build discipline, sometimes better than just a digital app.
Creates clear boundaries. You see the money dwindling.
Right. And what's a key part of that financial blueprint? An emergency fund.
Absolutely non-negotiable.
Seedlyng calls it your financial safety roof. You need it for those inevitable curveballs, unexpected expenses, job loss, other financial emergencies, so you don't slide back into debt.
Keeps a small problem from becoming a catastrophe.
Exactly. The workbook actually gets you thinking, what are 3 possible unexpected costs I might face in the next 3 months? And then plan how you'd handle them without borrowing.
That's smart. Proactive planning.
Yeah, and they even have an emergency fund calculator to help figure out how much you need, maybe 3 or 6 months of expenses.
Good. Practical tools.
Now, to really tackle that benefit cliff problem head on, they introduced this brilliant concept, the bridge budget.
Okay, bridge budget. Tell me more.
It's basically a cliff-aware plan. It means knowing your target income, listing all your current benefits, figuring out which ones might drop off first, those danger zones.
Right, anticipating the changes.
Yes, and creating a savings buffer and just tracking your income really carefully.
Okay, that makes sense.
But here's the key insight, and it's profound. You don't have to go from benefits to none overnight. Most people succeed by overlapping growth with safety nets.
Ah, so it's not an all or nothing jump. It's a gradual transition.
Precisely. The bridge budget helps you map out your current support versus your target income. It lets you layer in new income and plan for support to taper off gradually. It smooths out that transition.
That sounds incredibly empowering, less terrifying than facing a sudden cliff.
Definitely. And finally, it all comes together in building your assets beyond just income.
Because income isn't wealth.
Exactly. They show this with a great comparison. Household A has income, 0 savings, car loan, no side hustle, 0 net worth.
Okay.
Household B, same income, but $500 savings, car paid off, maybe a 150-month side gig, and $3,500 net worth.
Big difference in stability and resilience, even with the same income.
Huge difference.
Yeah.
It clearly shows how assets protect you from life surprises and create stability in a way income alone just can't. So they have this asset growth map tool. It helps you set realistic goals for things like transportation, cash savings, learning, even a side hustle. You map out first steps, timelines, notes.
Very practical, breaking it down into manageable steps.
Yeah.
You know, if we pull back and look at the bigger picture here, these tools from Seedlyng, the mindset shifts they encourage. It's more than just financial advice. It's really a framework.
Yeah, it feels like that.
A framework for building resilience, for building agency. It empowers people to actually design their financial future proactively instead of just, reacting to whatever happens.
Moving from reactive to strategic.
Exactly, which is just essential for long-term well-being, for genuine financial freedom.
And this whole drive for financial empowerment, it isn't just happening in one place, is it? It feels like a global movement.
Absolutely. It's diverse, innovative solutions popping up everywhere. We see this commitment globally. Platforms like the Abaca app pipeline, for instance, they're highlighting some amazing organizations.
Like who?
Well, there's Thibault Financial Consulting, which specifically focuses on teaching women the skills and knowledge needed to become more financially stable.
That's fantastic. Targeted support.
And what's also crucial are initiatives that directly challenge harmful practices. Capital Good Fund, for example. They're a nonprofit CDFI that's a community development financial institution. They provide life-changing small-dollar personal loans specifically as an alternative to predatory lenders.
Wow, taking them head on. That's huge.
It is. And think about the unbanked or underbanked population. You mentioned the stat earlier.
Yeah, roughly 1 in 4 households in America.
Right. So organizations like Capway are offering fintech and mobile banking solutions, trying to open up access for those communities.
Bringing them into the financial system.
Exactly. And beyond the U.S., we see incredible innovation, too, like frontier markets in rural India.
Good idea.
They use e-commerce, but also women entrepreneurs on the ground to provide access to essential products and digital financial services.
Combining access with empowerment.
Yeah. And then there's eHands, Energy India, Private Ltd. They provide 247 electricity to rural banking facilities. Seems basic, but it's fundamental for things like government relief aid getting through during crises.
Infrastructure is key for financial inclusion.
Absolutely. Plus, you have groups like Virgin Microfinance Limited giving affordable credit for people to start livelihoods, and Let's Endorse, which focuses on creating livelihoods through a huge mass micro-entrepreneurship movement.
It's truly inspiring, the sheer range of these efforts, and the expertise is global too, right? Like Tony Steyer's recommendations highlight.
Yes, a whole spectrum of advocates.
You've got Alyssa Mays helping millennials, Gen Z women break down those wealth-building mindset barriers.
Important work.
John Lanza focusing on parents raising money-smart kids. His mantra is, we'll share and save and spend smart too.
Catchy
Yeah,
and needed.
Tanya Taylor, a financial coach, really driven to stop the cycle of poverty and build generational wealth.
Powerful mission.
And Richard Ciarletta, who champions innovative approaches to teaching financial skills to both students and adults.
So it's happening across different levels, different demographics.
It really is. And what's truly insightful, I think, when you look at all these diverse efforts from microfinance in India to fintech in the U.S., is this kind of unifying idea
What's that?
that real financial empowerment isn't just about individual knowledge, as crucial as that is.
Right, it's bigger than that.
It's also about dismantling systemic barriers. It's about building financial infrastructure that's accessible, that's equitable. Each of these initiatives, in its own way, is tackling a piece of that much larger, really complex puzzle.
Well said. It's a multifaceted challenge requiring multifaceted solutions.
So we've covered a lot today. We journeyed from some pretty sobering statistics about financial illiteracy
Yeah, quite
to
stark.
these really inspiring stories of innovators like Derrick Wesley. We explored powerful ideas like compound interest
The magic of compounding.
and walked through these really practical frameworks, especially from Seedlyng, for building your own freedom blueprint.
Yeah.
Managing benefit cliffs, cultivating that asset-building mindset.
From mindset to practical budgeting to asset growth.
The core takeaway, I hope, is clear. Financial knowledge really is power. It's transformative force, and it belongs to you.
It's attainable.
It is. It's about taking control, making those strategic moves we talked about, and actively designing a future where you're not just getting by, but you're resilient and thriving.
Building that security and freedom.
Exactly. So here's a final thought to leave you with. Imagine not just surviving financially, but truly building a legacy. What single financial habit, if you started it today, right now, would have the most profound impact on your family's future 10 years down the road?
That's a powerful question.
Think about it. And consider which of the resources or strategies we discussed today, which one could be your very first step in making that future a reality.